Hey, what's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Barlow Zone, home of the one and only Demon Hunter King Kaido, himself sent to Azeroth. How's everybody doing today? I think I'm gonna work on that introduction. Actually, you know what? I'm not playing a lot of WoW anymore. I should probably update my introduction, right? I could probably come up with something fresh, right? Look forward to that in the next one. I'll be just a quick reminder. I'll be talking about Fallout in my next video, but as promised, the scanlations did hit today. So it took me a minute to find it because the website I usually use doesn't have them up yet. So I had to go use another website. Either way, this was a pretty good chapter. You know, we're coming back from a really intense flashback, right? Like, pretty sure confirmed it is the longest flashback in the story, right? And then on top of that, you know, the stuff we were dealing with was just bonkers, right? So, you know, I just want to say this so, you know, as fans, we keep this in the back of our mind, right? Like, Oda set an impossibly high bar for himself with that flashback. As we come back to Elbaf, it might be in our best interest as readers to give him a week or two to, you know, ramp back up to where Elbaf was before the flashback started. I'm just saying, and the only reason I wanted to start like that is because this chapter, the Elbaf I Admire, it starts almost romantically. Like the shading and the paneling and the conversation bubbles, just everything about the first third of the chapter felt lighthearted almost. Like, dare I say fun? Because you know what? I know it was Gabon filling in, what was it? Hajrun, Zoro, Sanji, the New Giant Warrior pirates. You know, that he was just filling everybody in on what was going on up to the point where, you know, him and Chopper ended up in the underworld, right? So it wasn't lighthearted content. I understand that, but Oda went out of his way to really present this almost, I got it down here, sense of security at the beginning of his chapter, right? Almost like that things are okay feeling. Like, yeah, you know what, things are messed up there, but you know what, we got the big boys getting ready to step on the field, and we got the monsters right behind us, right? Like, things are okay. So, you know, all the way up, the first 5-6 pages of the chapter, right, are the lift ride back up to the Sun Realm, and Gabon filling in everybody on what was going on, and then bam, they land, dude, and just across the board, everybody, not a single face wasn't stunned at the sight they were greeted by. And one of them even said, oh man, I should have taken note on which one of them said it, but one of them even said, I didn't imagine it was like this. Like, and you know, I didn't mention it, but you know, we got to keep in mind that on the ride up, Gabon had laid out what the powers were that they were up against. So they at least had some time to imagine what they might be facing when they get there, but not one of them prepared for the just utter chaos, the devastating battlefield they were introduced to when they first landed. But yeah, when they did finally land, sorry, I had to clear my throat there. I apologize, y'all. When they did finally land, one of the first people, you know, giants are people. One of the first people that the group came across, right? The group on the elevator. One of the first people they came across was Kashi, and like, dude, he was looking worse for wear. Like, he had already put in some work in this fight, right? And Hajrun's like, oh, Kashi, I'm glad you're okay. Like, my dude, look at your boy. I wouldn't say he's okay. He's alive. I'm glad you're alive. That probably should have been what was said right there. But anyway, we'll move past that because Kashi gave a lot of information on what had been going on since. Like, somehow, some way, things had gotten worse. Although, you know, now that I think about the actual panels, it's more like, I guess Kashi was all, yeah, the status quo continued, guys. We really need some backup, fam. Like, oh, and you're not going to believe this. Dory and Bragi want to kill Jarl. I need you guys to stop him. Like, wait, what? So there's that first hint for all of them that, okay, the ultimate power's already been activated at least once here, right? And I didn't make note of it here, but I do want to mention, because later on in the chapter, one of them says that it was right near the end when they were getting ready to go in. One of them says that, what was it? We know that if we get in between them, we're done. But that was never actually said by anybody. Oh, you know what? No, I think before the flashback. I'm gonna take that back. I think before the flashback, someone might have mentioned it in that group in the underworld. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys remember what chapter it is, so I can go back and double check? I mean, I'm probably just gonna go back and reread chapters for the fun of it, but if you can point me in the right direction immediately, I would be much appreciative of that. But anyway, the last third of the chapter is taken up largely by Jarl announcing the truth of the events that happened on the day of Harold's death, right? Like, what actually led up to it, what actually killed him. I do want to know, I got another one here in just a minute, but I forgot to write this one down. I do want to note that Jarl never actually said Loki didn't kill Harold. Jarl said that Harold was killed by a demon. And the only reason I bring that up is because that's already what Elbaf thought had happened. They thought Loki became the demon and killed his dad. So the wording here is a little weird to me, because Jarl doesn't actually say anything in this speech that should clear Loki's name. And I mean, at one point, Jarl even announces Loki is innocent, and next panel, it cuts to, Hajrun running through, Zoro sitting on his shoulder, and Zoro's all, that's mostly true, but that's not how I'd put it. Like, basically saying that's not the truth, Jarl. There's more to it. Like, that is an extreme bastardization of the truth, right? But, during this speech, we get a few panels of the various battlefields, right, where everybody's at. The Owl Library and the school are looking. It might be a good thing that Vegapunk is there. That's all I'm gonna say about that panel, because that one kind of got to me. Seeing it looks gone, like it looks like it's about to turn to ash any second now. Like that was a really messed up one for me. But a really intriguing thought I had, because one of the panels had one of the nightmare creatures in the form of the sun god Nika, right? Because, as we found out with the Harley text, not all of the Elbathian giants believe Nika to be a savior. Some believe him to be a destroyer god. So, it makes sense. Some of the kids been taught that by their parents. They're going to fear Nika, right? But I'm curious how Luffy's going to react when he gets up here and he sees a bastardization of his powers. Just like, did somebody rip me off? Like, oh no, I got it, right? That's the DC version of me, right? Like, I'm the Marvel, I'm the real one. That's the DC right there. Sorry, shots fired. That was unnecessary. I apologize, y'all. I am, like I said in my last video, I am actually been getting way more into DC. So that was just said for jest. But like, how's Luffy gonna react to this blatant ripoff of him that is a menace, right? Like, I'm really curious how that interaction is going to go down, or if it goes down. That nightmare being might be taken care of before Loki and Luffy get up here, right? I suppose that could be it, right? Like, they take care of the nightmare one, then Luffy and Loki get back up here to the Sun Realm, right? And Luffy hits Gear 5th, and some people start like crapping themselves, like, oh man, it's back. But then somebody points out, wait, that's a different one. And Luffy gets to show the giants of Elbaf what Nika is really about, right? Because, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. We kind of got to be honest with ourselves at some point, right? Like, Nika is both. He is a savior god and he is a destroyer god. a lot of it is frame of reference. What side of that battle that you saw did you stand on? Were you one of the ones he saved, or were you one of the people who had your town destroyed because he was trying to save some rando from your town, right? So the reality is Nika is both. He is a savior god and a destroyer god, which is, they go hand in hand. I really don't feel like I need to argue that one. But the point I really want to get to is the final panel of the chapter may be the scariest line ever said in One Piece. Man, like, I kind of had set up, right? Like, obviously, you guys know me. I read the spoilers when they came out earlier this week. But I wasn't prepared for how that panel actually came into reality, right? Like, immediately before, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the whole two-set panel up here, but the panel immediately before was when it was pointed out, if we get in between them, we're done. So we need to make sure we don't get in between them. And then that. What happens if you demonify a demon? Because, I've been saying it on various forums and various chat boards or whatever. Zoro is heavily tied to the idea of demonic powers in this story, right? Like from Ashura way, way back, right? To the Grim Reaper on Wano. Like, something about Zoro's identity or Zoro's power as a swordsman or Zoro's souls, it could be something from his family from way back, right? Something about Zoro connects him to demonic power. So what happens if a demon, like a theoretical black piece that just happens to have chosen to work for the other team, what happens if they get in between? Like, what would Domi Reversi Zoro look like? Because I'm just going to say, this final panel lets me know Zoro is going in. That dude is intentionally going to get himself Domi Reversi'd. If I'm wrong, y'all feel free to just absolutely flame the ever-loving hell out of me in the comments when the reveal comes through, right? Like, I don't feel like I'm wrong, though. Like, I've usually say 99.9% sure, because there's always a 0.1% at the back of my head, right? No, I am 100% on this one. Zoro is going to go in and intentionally get himself Domi Reversi'd. To the point, I don't know if he's gonna like blitz straight in between two of them, right? Like, hit me with the power. Zoro is a battlefield tactician. He would probably understand, at least, right? If I just run in and make it obvious I want this power, they're gonna think something's going on. So I gotta fight. I gotta put up a little bit of a struggle. So when Zoro starts fighting, don't be surprised if he's not going all out, maybe playing defensive, hitting with like one sword, maybe that ain't even got the third sword ready yet, right? Like, he playing softball because he's trying to set up a battlefield where he will stumble into being Domi Reversi'd. Because I don't know if I say if you Domi Reversi a demon, it becomes an angel. But if you Domi Reversi somebody who's already accepted that darkness within them as their power, you might just be giving them a new transformation and higher form. And that is why that last panel, that last sentence is one of the most terrifying things that I have read in this entire story. Because there's not really a precedent. In fiction, we've never really had this kind of situation, right? Like, there's endless speculation. What happens if Zoro gets Domi Reversi? Do we go the funny route? Like, oh, all of a sudden he understands direction and he's an absolute genius. Like, yeah, that'd be funny. Ain't nobody gonna deny that, right? But that kind of takes away from his character. Especially with Oda having spent the vast majority of 28 years now, going on 29 years, connecting this character with the idea of demonic power. It'd be a hardcore bait and switch to all of a sudden like, oh no, now Zoro's an angel. Like he's Whis 2.0. Like, sure, having that level of power in the final war would be a boon, but it's not One Piece, you know? I don't know. You guys, you know, feel free to let me know how you feel about this idea in the comments. That's kind of the juicy tidbit my brain's gonna be chewing on this week as far as One Piece, right? What happens if you Domi reverse a demon? We're about to find out. I'm 100% certain of that. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments. Another quick reminder, the next video is going to be Fallout based. As I said in my last video, my intentions are to transition my channel to what it was meant to be when I came back. Just a place for me to explore all of my nerd culture love with you guys, see how you guys are feeling about the crazy ideas I'm having. But as always though, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. Much love.